Hello guys, it's episode 6 in the podcast series. This will be our last off-season one until, because redrafts for your home leagues are starting. Ours is tomorrow, 2 p.m.
I'm excited.
Number one overall pick.
I'm ready to out draft you like usual.
That's what they all say. But no, we're here to try to give you some last-second tips to try to get past the draft. Maybe get a couple of late steals, a couple of early steals. People might fall, people might be passing up on. And then we're going to tell people who we want to target every redraft, who we don't want in certain redrafts. Which might be getting away with my position on who I want tomorrow, but that's all good. I'll win regardless. Alright, so our first topic, we're going to be just overviewing people's stocks who've increased since July and June. And then we're going to also recap the ones who have dropped a little bit due to many reasons, one being injury related, some being play related. All depends, but we're going to give you a little overview on that one. Who's your first guy?
Well, we got to name the people off real quick for them.
Oh, yeah.
The rising stocks that we have is Royce Freeman, Stephon Diggs, Matthew Stafford, Carlos Hyde, Mike Williams from the Chargers, Philip Rivers, Jarvis Landry, T.Y. Hilton, AP, David Njoku, Chris Carson, Peyton Barber, Mitchell Trubisky. Oh, he wasn't supposed to be there. That's my bad. Who put him there? You put him there? Why would you put him there? I think the producer. I think the producer put him there.
Yeah, producer, what are you doing?
FF Youth. Why you put him there? Nelson Aguilar, Tyron Taylor, Eric Decker, Marquise Goodwin, and Caron Johnson. Those are the people that stock have been rising since June, July, till now. In August, that they have been soaring in August.
Yeah, since preseason started, people again starting to get in that hype train.
I think the first guy I'm going to say is the biggest stock that I think I haven't seen is Royce Freeman. Royce Freeman went basically from a little nobody, unless you dynasty exports, went to him, to a guy that started creeping that training camp, like maybe the bell cow, he's going to win that starting job possibly, to now, he basically has that #1 job. Who cares about Devontae Booker? He went to a 4th round snag, 5th and 4th round snag, to, you don't have to take a chance on him in the 3rd round now. That's a little scary for me. I mean, I'm a big Royce Freeman guy now. I have gotten the hype train, but 3rd round, is that worth the pick? If you're sitting there in the late 3rd round, that's worth the pick, I'm telling you.
Where's the pick?
He can get a bell cow. He's going to run for 1K this year. They have a passing game. Have you heard of a guy named Casey Keenum? Do you know what he did last year?
He's a system guy, but yeah.
He's a system guy.
So they don't have the same system though. So.
That's true.
When Denver flocks all season long, you have him.
Now John Wayne's just like, hey, Casey Keenum. Come over here, buddy. I put you under my arm and I carry you the way. I show you the way how to be a great quarterback. You see these 2 rings right here? You won them. You know how I won them? Being a great quarterback. Guess what? I'm gonna give you those 2 rings. How did Peyton Manning get his last ring? Peyton Manning was nothing till he came to Denver. Tim Tebow was nothing till he came to Denver. Casey Keenum,
nothing until he came to what?
Casey Keenum, you were nothing till you came to Denver.
MVP.
Hey, John.
Super Bowl MVP before you came here, dude.
John was like, hey, Peyton, when you came to Denver, how many rings did you have? Not as many as me. Till you came to Denver, I won you that other ring. Now Casey Keenum's here. He can open up that one game because he has targets to throw to. He has Emmanuel Sanders, Demarius Thomas, and Cortland Sutton.
The touchdown guy this year, possibly. Could Demarius have a bone.
Who's the tight end? Do you know this tight end?
Virgil Green, is that him?
Still no tight end, but Casey Keenum, if he can do what he did last year, stay solid to open up the pass game. Me personally, no. I have no faith in Casey Keenum. I believe he should be a solid quarterback in the NFL, but nothing special. But Royce Freeman, I see him be the Kareem Hunt this year. I see him running for 1,300 yards and 10 touchdowns.
A
little bored, but I think...
Especially when Denver doesn't even run the ball. They disrespected CJ last year.
CJ still went for 1K?
Yeah, he still went for 1,000.
Now Royce Freeman's
better. Freeman's better than CJ right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why he's on the team and CJ's not. That's why CJ's in Carolina steering Christian McCaffrey.
Beast in Carolina.
Well, he has Christian McCaffrey. CMC. One CMC is what people are saying when they're chanting down in Carolina.
You went to CMC. You went to Carolina to hear that chant?
Yes, I did. I went to the game. I actually have some pictures on my phone. I can show you guys.
Oh, shoot. I didn't know you could make trips around the world and watch preseason football.
I was on Myrtle Beach with my grandma on vacay, and I was like, Granny, you want to go watch Carolina's preseason game? She's like, my favorite team's Tampa Bay. I love me some Cam Newton.
Oh, she loves Cam Newton.
She loves the Cam Newton. So I went to watch Carolina game.
Oh, yeah, man. kudos to you for actually going there watching film one-on-one time. That is all for you. You do that. Next guy we're talking about would be Stephon Diggs. I mean, he used to be Thielen with Diggs. Now it's getting to the point where it's like just picking Diggs now. Thielen's number 2. In week 1 of preseason, we saw Kirk just go down the field with Diggs. Boom, 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 touchdown Diggs. Thielen nowhere to be found. Then last week against Jacksonville, nothing really happened. Kirk struggled. Everyone just struggled. But I mean, Jacksonville's number 1 defense. And they don't play him in the regular season, so don't worry about that. But Diggs got paid, Thielen didn't. But Diggs is, like I've said a lot, he's the best one-on-one jump ball player last year statistically. He had like I want to say 69% catch rate, one-on-one jump balls like that. And then the team overall, we have Dalvin Cook running the ball, so you can't really just say, screw the run game, we're just going to double cover Diggs every time. Then you have Rudolph underneath, you got Thielen across the middle. And then you got Kirk, who I've been high on the whole season. Maybe a little too high, but he's definitely should be good enough. Better than Keenum in my opinion, better than Bradford, better than all of them. As long as he just gives the ball to Diggs, Diggs has a chance to be a top 10 wideout, if not top 8. And I'm just saying, like, stock-wise, you got to pick 3rd round. You got to snag them. I mean, maybe not early 3rd, maybe a little early. But if you get T-Star, you got like the 10th pick and like a 12-man league, you pair up Fournette and Gordon. And then, boom, you get Diggs right there in the 3rd, and then maybe Jones in the 4th.
Oh no, Diggs, this ADP has rose to high 3rd, like
so early 3rd.
And people. I feel like there's some people in home leagues may take him late 2nd.
Yeah, home league's a lot different because like you go a little more bold because you're friends, so you don't really follow the ADP.
And not everyone in home leagues, they pay attention to fancy.
Yeah, they just kind of draft. So I mean, Diggs is gonna be that guy that like you're gonna regret passing up on, or you're gonna be so happy you passed up on his ADP. But I think you take him. You have a late 2nd, early 3rd, or anything falls to you late 3rd. Don't pass up on him just because of last year and his injury history. I mean, he's bound to be healthy 1 year, right? AJ Green had a couple healthy seasons. They're bound to be
those
healthy.
Injury people, they always have at least one healthy season. And when they have that one healthy season,
they blow up.
Great. I mean, we
don't get him the next year then.
We did say in one of our notes on our tweets is the 3rd round is the round of Diggs.
Yeah, no. If Diggs is saying that where you pick him, take him. I made pretty publicly known. 3rd round and one of all pick. He's going home in my home draft unless someone picks him in the 2nd round. And he's gonna be my number 1 wide. He's gonna carry me to the playoffs, and then Zeke's gonna bring me to the fucking championship. Get up. One of the cuts for YouTube.
Yeah, one of the cuts, buddy.
When we talk about my team, I get emotional. All right.
Moving on to the next guy. That was wise. Is Nelson Aguilar. I'm glad we took him in the cheerleading league now.
Oh yeah, I think he's gonna be a PPR.
I think that was a great pick by us. Great pick by us. I feel like that's a team pick, maybe. No,
I specifically made a push for him. You were like, it's Aguilar. What's he gonna actually do? And I started swinging with my chime, the stat line, the future, and then you're like, actually, let's do it. I was like, I know. Now we're just snagging real quick.
Now we're over exaggerating the situation, okay? But that's true. In July, that's when we did cheer the draft. I was still big on Alshon Jeffrey, but now we're all this. He's on the pop list. May not play the first 6 weeks. Alshon, hop off on and get on Nelson Aguilar. That's what I'm saying.
The issue, Nelson Aguilar does have a little bit of an injury right now, so it's a little.
He's always having injuries.
But yeah, but I think I think he's worth the chance because I don't think Alshon's going to produce this year.
Yeah.
And then no one else in Philly will. So you might. I mean, what's his ADP right now?
His ADP, whew.
Is it like a 6th, 7th round type player?
No, it's 9th.
No, yeah, so 9th round, you're looking for homers. That's a home run pick right there, or it's gonna bust. But 9th round, you're not taking a big chance regardless.
Some other guys that right now ADP in 9th round is Pierre, who's
I'd take Goodwin over him.
Calvin Benjamin.
He's more of a
Robert Woods.
I think people should not take him.
And another guy we may be talking right next is Mike Williams.
Mike Williams. That would be a little segue to the next pick. Mike Williams, Charger boy, 1st round pick when Jamal Adams. As a Charger fan, I want to see this dude produce at such a high level, and I think he will. I'm going to get the main reason. Rivers, let's go back to the 2008 season where we went 13-3. He rode Vincent Jackson, Gates, and LT to that 13-3 record. He loves that tall. He gets 6'3", I think. speed, vertical threat. And now let's fast forward to 2018 season. So he's got Melvin Gordon, maybe an LT. Then he has Keenan, Keenan replicates the Antonio Gates player, technically the underneath guy. And then now you got that Vincent Jackson on the outside, Mike Williams. Like if you look at the highlights last game, I understand Rivers didn't throw the ball, but Geno Smith threw an outside route, jump ball. Mike Williams mossed Seattle boy, touchdown. I think you're going to be seeing a lot of that this year. I don't think you're going to be seeing a lot of receptions, though. So the volume won't be there. He'll probably go for like 50 catches, 60 catches then. Because Tyrell's still there. You got Melvin getting a lot. Eckler. Keenan's going to get 100 plus. But you might see double-digit TDs. There's a high chance. Because there's no Hunter Henry, so you don't. Keenan only had 4 last year, so I don't think Keenan's going to get much more, maybe 6. But, I mean, if Gordon blows up, that could even help Mike even more. Because Mike Gordon's going to be that one-on-one jump ball guy. I mean, there's always, like last year, Robert Woods came in as a number 2. He took over. And I mean, this year, I mean, there's so much talent in that team that Mike Williams, again, 9th round, between him and Aguilar, depending on like what type of player you need. If it's a PPR league, you got to pick Aguilar. But if it's like more of a touchdown-heavy league or something like the big play league, I say pick Mike Williams just because the Chargers are going to be a fun team, electrifying offense this year. And I think that they're going to be one of the most friendly offenses to have fantasy-wise, if not the most friendly.
Well, the next guy we'll move on to is Adrian Peterson. That's an obvious one. His player stock went from undrafted to right now rising in 12th. I'm sure he's going to keep on rising.
See what happens tonight when he plays. That's a big part. What does he look like?
I mean, he's going to take a little while, I guess, to get into the system. But I mean, if fat like AP, I don't think it'll take him that long.
No, yeah, I think by like week 3 regular season, he probably should start.
And suppose a lot of people have AP saying he's bound to 1,000 yards this year.
Okay.
I mean, AP was a little disappointed last year, as you guys know, in New Orleans, but New Orleans, I don't know, that's so weird if you think about it. We thought AP was going to do good in New Orleans, but we realized he's not because of the pass first system. Once they traded AP, they went straight to a 1-foot system with Marky and Alvin Kamara. I just recognize that.
It's a little odd.
But then he went to Arizona and balled out that first game. He could just prove a point, and after that, I don't think he's going to fight his option. So is he still a fantasy option? I mean, just because it's AP, if you have 2 solid running backs, if you really want to take that late round fly off just for the hell of it, go do it. I won't say that's an awful pick because it's AP.
I'm going to laugh in your face.
Am I going to personally take him? Most likely not. I've got some Weston fans in our league. So, I'm not. I'm really not going to
take them early. 8th round.
8th round, AP.
You see the Redskins buys pick, this dude's going to blow up.
Yeah.
AP.
You guys remember when AP went 2,000 yards? Now he's on the Redskins? Oh, please, AP. I mean, go ahead.
Oh,
but his stock has obvious lies. So, I mean, that's a guy, if you want to get him late round, go ahead. That's if you have 2 great running backs. That's it. You can take it.
Yeah.
But other than that, if you go for some reason you want to do a CLRB strategy, and all you guys is AP, I'm going to crush that a little bit, because why are we going to rely on how old is AP?
33.
I don't know about that.
That's a little rough. Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Like I said, his stock's been rising since Davis got
Yeah. Technically, undrafted to being drafted in a matter of days.
Yeah.
And then the last guy we're going to actually mention is David Njoku. I have an article that has a very in-depth analysis of the Cleveland Brown offense. Check into it, Cleveland. But no, in general, David Njoku, I think he's the #1 player you want in that Cleveland offense. Because last year he led the team touchdowns with only 4. But then if you look at last night's game, that one play where he caught a flat route from Tyrod, and then he tried doing a little hurdle move to the end zone. Almost got there. Fell a yard short. But
pretty game, right?
5-0. Great game. It's probably the most boring game to watch. I didn't even watch it. I watch highlights. But now David Njoku, I think he's going to be that steal of a tight end. I'm mad he's rising right now. He's going to be my little late round tight end. I'm just going to pick him as always. He's going to carry me to the playoffs, like I do with every year. Tight end, I don't pick one early. But now Njoku's going to ball out. I'm not going to see a good 1,000 yards and like 8 TD type season because Jarvis ain't getting TDs. Josh Gordon, we know he's there, but like, is he? That's the question. And then the run game, they're not really touchdown specialist guys. Duke Johnson's never been a TD guy. Carlos Hyde back in San Fran, he usually get hurt or didn't really get many TDs. Gets yards though. And then Tyrod Taylor, he's a conservative guy. He's going to be throwing a lot of underneath routes. And like Charles Clay of Tyrod Taylor was a great tight end last year. He was like top 5 until he got hurt. I think he tore his meniscus or something like that. So now David Njoku with Tyrod Taylor, this is something special. and he is way more talented than Charles Clay. And like I don't know his ADP 6th round probably.
Who?
Njoku?
9. But I swear, I think he used to be like tight end 17. He's tight end 9 now.
Yeah, he's flying.
And I mean, number 10 is Jordan Reed. I'm sure some people taking Njoku over Jordan Reed just because he can never stay healthy. So
the thing with Njoku is it's so many opinions on him. So how early is he gonna take it? I mean, I don't know what round he's gonna be taking in my draft. I was aiming for him, but maybe I pick him in the 9th. I don't know. That's early, but I did pick Henry last year. Great pick. Dropped him. Trade him. My fault. Trade him. I've never dropped a Charger player. Never in years. But now overall, Njoku is gonna be that like top 5 tight end that was nothing the year before.
You would never drop tight end Charger player.
No.
So in 2016, you drafted Keenan Allen.
Towards ACL, dude.
Did you drop him?
Well, yeah,
Whoa, there you go. So you already lied to the fans. You did drop Charles player.
Alright, well, okay, I dropped players when they hurt. But nah, I think Njoku replaces Evan Ingram this year as a top 5 tight end. You heard it here first. They got him pretty easily. So, I mean, once again, we'll show we'll show you the list of the players who are rising. But now we're going to move to the falling players, which is a lot harder to talk about because they just flat out aren't that good. But you can leave this one off. Oh, you want to mention that player first?
The fallen players that we haven't seen fallen is Jake McKinnon, Devontae Parker, Alshon Jeffrey.
Hold up. Devontae Parker. If you guys follow the Twitter, what did you just tweet out yesterday about saying something about top 18?
If I said, because you guys don't know my Devontae Parker story, this is not the first time I've done this. Since he's been in the league, this is his 4th year. The first 3 years, I have always drafted him. And this is not a dynasty redraft league. I've always just drafted him late round. Till last year, he was not a late round pick. Yeah, I take him all the way to get him.
He had some potential. Jake Carter.
I was really high on him last year.
I was too. I even took him.
And now, this could be his last chance. And I'm saying, if Devontae Parker isn't top 18 this year, I would have to drink the most disgusting thing he can create.
Oh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be delicious.
And I have to finish it or throw up.
Yeah, whichever one comes first.
But
I don't know which one is
lucky for you guys is my boy Devontae Parker is a beast. Never disappoints me. I love the guy to death. And when he's top 10 this year, what do you guys say? We get 15 touchdowns and 1,000 yards.
I'll
have to stay healthy.
It took you long enough. It took you long enough.
It did take him long enough. Just injuries and Jay Cutler has worn him down a little bit. And Ryan Tannehill, but I mean, if Ryan Tannehill comes back, at least does what he does. Now he doesn't have to be a little play favor to Jarvis Landry because he loves Jarvis. Now Jarvis is gone. I've taught Devontae Parker's going to receive a lot of targets.
Alright, man. We'll see how many wins Dolphins have. I bet you Dolphins have more wins than touchdowns.
Well, when the Lions were 0-16, Calvin Johnson got 1,500 yards and 12 touchdowns. He was still a fantasy player.
Well, yeah.
When the Cleveland Browns sucked in 2013, I mean, the 2015 I think they actually did good. Then Bob got injured.
Yeah, no, when they went 1-15, they won the Cleveland has been one of the worst fantasy offenses in the past 2 seasons. Once again, I highlight that, and if you want to check it out, don't care. But no, it was like I think the highest guy they had was a 60 in a position. It was ugly to watch and looking at those.
I mean, the 3-13 Browns in 2015, I think they were 3-13. Yeah, they were 3-13 because Johnny made one of those games.
Johnny football.
Gabe Barnage, 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns.
Yeah, bought out.
It was good time that game.
He bought out.
Travis Benjamin was actually.
Yeah, he was solid. He had a couple of deep balls.
Continue on, guys. I basically just continue. I don't know why I cut me off. I'm just I had to make fun of Devontae Parker. But Alshon Jeffrey, Marlon Mack, Rashad Penny, Sony Michel, Ronald Jones, Randall Cobb, Pearson, and Jay Ajayi. Continue on Devontae Parker. I've been getting notifications on our cheerleader in Yahoo. 5,000 people have dropped Devontae Parker the next week.
You get notifications?
Yeah, 1,000 people have dropped Devontae Parker. I'm like, guys, why we give up Devontae Parker? Just because there's one little injury, a broken middle finger, whatever. He has hands like Chris Paul, dude.
Come on,
who cares, man? Devontae, this is his year. He's the #1 in Miami.
He's still the #1. That's why we have him on our team.
That's why New Orleans got rid of him because he was not the #1. They had better wide receivers like Brandon Cooks and Michael Thomas later on. Devontae Parker showed promise in late 2016 with Ryan Tannehill when he came back healthy. This is the year of Devontae Parker if he can stay healthy, guys. So don't give up hope on him yet. I would love to stack him late rounds. I would grab him stacking as my wide receiver 4. And when he blows up as a wide receiver specialist on him, what are you going to say?
I think it took you long
I'm going to be like, you're just a year too early.
Oh, That's usually what I am. Jerick McKinnon. I mean, his is injury related, of course, but I've never been high on him. Well, I just don't think Shanahan's going to utilize him correctly. If anything, he's going to take the Tevin Coleman role, and then they'll find a Freeman type player.
Yeah, it is down Alfred Morris.
So I think Morris might take that like Freeman role where he's going to be the main guy, and then.
I mean, Alfred Morris' best scene as well with Shanahan was that 2012 year when he was also going to.
So I mean, I just don't think the volume's going to be there. And then even if he's the true number one, no shared time really other than like the usual breathers, I don't think he's going to stay healthy. I mean, clearly got hurt the first game of preseason. Or it might have been training camp, I don't know when he got hurt. But I mean, Jerick, I mean, like, overall, I mean, what's PPR maybe? But I mean, there's no reason to have him. Mm-hmm. I don't see it, like, I don't really, especially where he's getting drafted at. Is it third round now?
Yeah, it's falling to third. Late third, I would say.
So, I mean, he was in, like, second. Mm-hmm. Late third, I mean. That's Jerick McKinnon just nothing. I mean, I just don't see him producing that late.
Yeah, no, still early third.
Early third. Mm-hmm. So who are you taking over him, ADP wise?
ADP wise, well, below him's Deshaun Cord. I take Shady.
I'm taking Shady 100%.
I'm not seeing him light, and right there I see Royce Freeman. I'd take Royce Freeman over Jerick McKinnon.
Yeah, Royce Freeman probably has more upside than Jerick, but downside wise,
there's Derrick Henry. I know you take Henry over.
Oh, I'm taking Henry over any of those boys.
Alex Collins. I take Alex Collins over.
Alex Collins a little scarier, but I mean, Alex Collins probably the safest pick out of every player in this whole draft. He's probably gonna be a top 24 player. That's it though. 24-16 though. Just be solid, which is great. I'll take that from him any day of the year. But no, at the end of the day, Jerick McKinnon, he's already hurt, so he might just get hurt all year. He could just, or even if he is healthy, I don't see him getting the true number one spot due to the whole team, Alfred Morris, the way Shanahan coaches. And the media loves Jimmy G, so they're going to pass the ball a lot. I'm just not taking him due to ADP, and I never liked him, didn't like him. Every year in Minnesota, he's supposed to break out. And last year, he somewhat broke out. So I give him the benefit of the doubt there. But overall, nothing special.
Mm-hmm. Next player, you already mentioned more, Alshon Jeffrey, a guy I was back high on way back in June, July.
Yeah, first episode, who's the next DeAndre Hopkins? I stayed Jay Ajayi. Who'd you say?
I said Dear Cole. Okay, no, Alshon Jeffrey. I said, did I say Alshon Jeffrey?
I think you said Alshon Jeffrey. I think sleeper, number one sleeper. No.
Sleep was, yeah, I said Alshon. I definitely said real battery who won't say Alshon not.
Well, you were there with what? Did I say that? Did I say live?
No, because you lost the
battle. Didn't say live. That's all I'm asking.
But guys, back high on. He's actually one of our first tweets as well. About talking about Alshon Jeffrey.
We should go back and delete that one.
But yeah, him still on the pup list and maybe out 6 weeks. And Nick Fuller's not looking good.
Hey, Nick, you don't hate him.
Who knows when Costman's coming back? He's falling to like the 6th round now. And if you're sitting there on the 6th round, I say keep letting him fall to the 8th round. Don't touch him. I mean, you're best off. Who's Dale? One now.
Oh, Jeffrey. Come on, man. He's the ball of Chicago.
I mean, people like, oh god, best off. I don't even know who you want to take that round. People like Michael Crabtree. There, I guess you want to take Crabtree over him. I mean, Marquise Goodman or Corey Alshon Jeffrey there. Take Goodman over Jeffrey, I'd say. But Jeffrey, he's falling. I say just keep letting him sink to the bottom.
That's just disrespect to your guy.
He was always good. It's just I'm off it. I'm gone.
You're gone. You fell off that train. Mm-hmm. Next guy, Rashad Penny. This one, injury/coaching decision probably. The reason why he's dropping, he's hurt currently, but Pete Carroll made it pretty clear that he wants Carson as number one for now. People still, I even put a tweet out there saying, is he even worth a draft pick at this point? I'm going now. So even if he gets back to health, he has to win a starting job without these reps, these crucial reps for rookies. And they still have C.J. Precise and J.D. McKissick as their passing down back. So I mean, and Seattle's not a great team offensively. So I mean, it's not even a friendly offense you want to draft.
Wilson.
Other than Wilson and Doug Baldwin, bro. There's only two guys you probably want. But I mean, overall, he's sinking. If you're still there, dude. It has to be dynasty reasons. There's no way a redraft is keeping this guy anymore. He has no upside in my opinion. I don't see what he's gonna do. 250 yards, 2 TDs. You're gonna be if you draft him, you're banking he wins the starting job late season without any preseason reps, and then you have to still hope the coach loves him. There's so many variables here that I just pass on him. Pick someone maybe pick AP probably over him. I mean, it takes someone. Don't go Payne. If someone picks Payne tomorrow, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be a little mad. I'm gonna be a little upset at whoever drafts him. I'm gonna question what they are doing. I'm like, why did you do that?
It's messed up.
Why pick Penny over anyone else? I mean, it's like Sony Michelle is at the same position. Both of them should be picked this year. I bet you both are taken in every league. Next guy.
I would say Ronald Jones. Ronald Jones, the guy that another rookie back that has been sinking. You want to know why? He's just not good. There's the reports coming out of training camp. I saw one tweet. It's like, if Ronald Jones can catch, block, and have ball carrying vision, he'd be something special.
Huh. I think a running back needs.
Yeah, just what a running back needs. And he's just not impressive. James not be there the first 3 weeks of that way.
They have a gauntlet of a schedule the first 4 weeks. So even if he wins that job, he's going to have to ball out with Peyton Barber.
And Peyton Barber was doing good. Peyton Barber was rising. Ronald Jones, I would say, is almost not even worth picking anymore. He went from, with that Darius Geis injury, he went from, I guess he's probably the second best back to, no, he's just on the downhill with Rashad Penny, Sonny Michelle. He's another guy that you really shouldn't take. He's not worth it. Peyton Barber's probably doing that job.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think they play tonight. I'm not positive, though. There's like 4 games tonight. So it's a big night. And week 3 is the injury week. I'm upset my draft is tomorrow, and Zeke's not playing until Sunday if he plays. I hope he doesn't play. Come on, Dallas, don't start. The last guy, Jay Ajayi, his stock's going farther down. I'm split between Ajayi. I think it comes to the point where it's like where you take him is what is how you should see the pick. If you reach on him, it's a bad pick. But if you somehow if he falls to you in the late round, like 5th or 6th, I think it still has potential to be a great pick because we saw Philly with great. They utilized their backs correctly. So Ajayi's that LeGarrette Blount type role, like back in New England days. Jay Ajayi might get 18 TDs, 500 yards. But I mean, you never know. That's what I mean. Jay Ajayi, it's not a bad pick. It's just where you pick him is how it's gonna be good or bad. If you pick him early, it's an awful pick. If you pick him late, he has some upside still. I mean, out of all the running backs we mentioned, other than Jake McKinnon, of course, he probably has the highest upside, just because he's gonna be the number 1 back. It's just how many opportunities you're gonna get out of the passing game. What's the goal line situation? I hope it's him. I assume it's him. But they should be leaning on the run game and defense all season until Wentz is 100% healthy. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, you could go off of that. Oh, they're going to be running the ball a lot more. So, Jay Ajayi. The issue is there's so many backs there. I mean, maybe. We'll see what happens. But, I mean, Jay Ajayi, I mean, it's probably good his stock's falling. So, maybe I can snag him a little late in the redraft league. But, okay, I take Jay Ajayi Zeke all year long. But, no, I mean, that's, once again, we'll have a list of them, the guys who have fallen. So, you guys know if they think, oh, should I pick this during the 2nd round? Why is his stock falling? Just look it up, see where you should actually pick them, so you don't make that dumb pick Alex Smith 3rd round, boys, all in on him. What? But no, that's what you get. Just make sure you're picking. The hardest thing about drafting, it's not finding the steals. No, it's drafting them where. You can't. I mean, if you say you think Stephon Diggs will be a top 5, so you should draft him in the 1st round. But then if you can somehow get him in the 3rd or 4th, that's where that becomes a great pick versus a good pick.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part is drafting the person correctly. I remember a couple years ago I drafted DeMarco. I think in the 3rd round he finished top 5. I think. So I mean, I think that's a great pick picking him then. But if I would have picked DeMarco in the 1st round or 2nd round, then the pick would not have been nearly as good because I lost other value other places. So you got to pick the guy correctly. It's the hardest part of drafting. In theory, it's impossible to perfect. You can only hope you do the best with what you can do. Mm-hmm. But I mean, that's what I said. Just make sure when you make a reach, make sure you're reaching for the stars. And if you want to lay back and be a conservative drafter, just let the draft be handed to you. Don't do the drafting, all right? Mm-hmm. There's drafters who take move after move, and there's people who just play conservative and have conservative teams every year. There's people in every redraft. We have our bold drafters, we have our conservative drafters, and you can see by the performances. There's a consistent team year in year out. There's the bad drafters who take bold moves and just fail, but then pick up players every year. And then there's the bold players who do. So then back to the whole drafting scenario. That's pretty much how it is. Now we can go to our next topic, which is more of a debating topic. Once we do a draft recap, that's when we will debate that. But what's going to say players we want to have on our team after tomorrow. And the players we don't want people to have, that you shouldn't pick after they say first tomorrow, who we're not looking at all.
I guess we're going to start targeting. We're not going to really say first round.
Yeah, first round guys aren't coming in as targets.
So I'm going to start with my 2 second round guys, maybe. They should be targeting there. Is Devontae Adams and Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon, his ADP has rose into the lower second round. So if you have that, if you're in the top 4, so you take one of the top 4 running backs, you're coming back down. Devontae Freeman, he's gonna be gone. You could possibly Jordan Howard, but Jordan Howard may be gone. So your next best option may be a guy like Joe Mixon, who is gonna be definitely Wolfen.
Okay, Mixon versus Shade, who you picking?
Ooh, me. As much as I believe Shady could go off this year, I think it's a lot harder for him to go off this year, just because.
Josh Allen going to ball out.
Josh Allen's not going to ball out. But I would probably have to say Joe Mixon, just because Joe Mixon's guy I've been high on this all off season. I love Joe Mixon.
So if someone did that tomorrow, would that be stealing a player? If that's where his ADP's at, that's where he got to go.
You take him tomorrow, you took him from me. You took my players. That's
what
you have to do.
If he's best available for me, what are we going to do?
That's what you got to do.
Between him and Shady, in my opinion, is towards Mixon. You going to be mad about that pick?
Because I told you about Mixon.
I think everyone knows about Mixon at this point.
Because of me.
I don't think you would.
I've personally been telling people about Mixon since he was in middle school. But you're just getting us off topic now.
I'm just saying, man.
I'm just saying.
Give me a little heads up. If the certain people aren't there in the second round, and I decide not to take Gronk, Mixon might be my number 2 back.
Well, Mixon, he's definitely a guy. I think that's the boom or bust guy right there. That's just how I draft.
That's gonna make a break.
That's your top. You get your top 4 running back and come back down. You get your boom or bust guy. Nixon's boom. Woo! You're gonna have a nice RB core. If he busts,
you better get some good value late, dog.
But Nixon is gonna be a great guy this year. I believe he could run for like 1,200 yards a season. 1,200?
Yes, 1,200.
1,200 yards a season, maybe like 11 touchdowns.
And
he could be in the receiving game as well.
In that spot, you could go for that boom player or bust player because you have that top 4 guy, in your opinion, who's going to be a top 4 guy. So I mean, it makes sense to make that pick over Shady, who's probably more of a conservative pick.
Yeah.
But I mean, it all comes down to preference here.
The other second round guy, Devontae Adams, said I put out in the last note today. People are loving it. After Antonio Brown, DeAndre Hopkins, Odell Beckham go, you won't be crazy if you take Devontae Adams. That's who my next guy's off the board right there. That's how my rankings go. It goes Antonio, DeAndre, Odell, and Devontae Adams. That's another guy I'm loving this year. He's in the top 3 I think this year. In all formats, he's in the top 3.
All formats. So yeah, I mean that's another like boom or bust player versus Keenan Allen.
I feel like he is more. I feel like his floor is gonna be good. No matter what, I think his floor is like top 10, but his boom is top 3.
Yeah. Keenan's probably like top 8, top 4 probably. Is there? So it's a little more safe. And in PPR, Keenan over Devontae is a million times safer.
It is. It is very much. He probably would still be better than him. But I believe
Adams has that upside though. Keenan technically he might be losing some targets this year. It's a lot of debate there, but no, Adams is gonna be great. He's gonna be special. Well, one of my guys is Derrick Henry and Stephon Diggs. Well, Diggs we talked about pretty much in depth. I think he's gonna be a ball. Like I said, 3rd round and 1 overall pick. He's coming out. Don't expect anything different. Derrick Henry, it's a little bit hard for me to get due to where I'm drafting at. But whoever gets him is gonna have a nice piece of meat there, dude. Like I made pretty vocal. Deion Lewis, get out of here. The way Tennessee's gonna win football games this year is running the ball, playing defense. And to run football games like that, you need a guy to finish the game 1 through 4 quarters. That's my boy Derrick Henry. Dreadlocks. He's gonna go big this year. His average gonna be probably really bad. I mean, it's gonna be bad, but I mean, I think he's gonna get 1,000 yards, 10 TDs. I could see that happening. I mean, he's not gonna do anything out of the pass game, sadly. He'll do very minimal because Deion Lewis will get those type of touches. But I mean, I think you pick Henry just because he's just gonna blow up. He's blowing up this year. I'm just gonna put it out there. He's gonna blow up, and people are gonna be like, "Dang, dude, he's top." I mean, he's not blowing up top 5, but he'll be top 10. I think there's a very high chance he's gonna go top 10, and because of injuries and all that stuff, and the way Tennessee's gonna win football games, running that ball. Look at last year, Jacksonville, week 17. They win, they're pretty much in. They lose, they're out.
Yeah.
They ran the ball 21 times. Derrick Henry against the Jags. Great defense. He only ran for 53 yards, but 21 rushing attempts against the #1 defense in the league that year. In a cold game. That's all I gotta say, man. Derrick Henry's gonna get touches. Just watch. And then next player, Stephon Diggs. Like I said, balling out. That's all I got to say. Next guy you got?
My third round guy would probably say we were talking about him, Royce Freeman. I would see nothing to say.
Yeah.
Late third round, if he's sitting there, even if depends how you draft that. How you doubt if you have a late pick, you're going running back.
Yeah, so you probably don't need him.
How I doubt you would do that. I don't know. I mean, you could. I mean, Dalvin Cook, Kareem Hunt. Someone really likes that. I really don't know. People would go Melvin and Little Fournette, but
That's what I like more. I think that one's impossible now.
But I think that one's impossible. I love that one.
I think Melvin's going to start. People are going to reach for Melvin, and Fournette is going to go first round. Late.
But, so that's what I'm saying. You probably would go running back wide receiver there, or wide receiver. I don't know what you're doing there.
Yeah, it depends how your league set up.
That's where I say Royce Freeman, but we already went down. He's a good bell cow of that team.
Yeah.
Probably just talk about him.
But how they utilize him.
A fifth round guy I want to talk about, Melvin Jones. He's another guy that you should be targeting. He's the #1 on that team. He gained Stafford's trust last year.
Yeah, that's true.
And you can get a great value. People are just sleeping on him.
I think it's because of the name. Him and I were talking one day, and he was like, when I have, was it Joe Mixon yesterday?
Yeah.
Because when I have Joe Mixon leading me to championship, like, that doesn't sound like a leader right now. Just because...
It was Leonard Fournette.
Oh, it was Leonard Fournette, that's what I was saying. Leonard Fournette, I was like, he doesn't sound like a guy who's going to be, when you look at him, oh, okay, that's why he's there. But, I mean, everyone's like that first year until they blow up. Like, I mean, last year, you would have told me Kareem Hunt was leading you to the playoffs. I was like, nah, dude, you crazy. But, I mean, so that would be why Marvin Jones just falling, just because he's just, no one expects it.
When he's going to get more touchdowns this year, I believe. You want to get 9 this year. I could see him getting a lot of touchdowns this year. He gained Stafford's trust.
Yeah.
Stafford's like him. Stafford, this whole new head coaching change, has really helped out this Lions team.
Yeah.
They've always been bad for the playoffs the last couple of years. This could be the push. This new head coach.
Yeah.
Because I mean, let's get for it. No one really always thought Jim Caldwell was that good head coach.
He went to the Super Bowl because of the team before him.
It was Manny. Manny's the head coach. And Manny was the offensive coordinator of that team. He ran the offense. Then he went to Baltimore. Guess that would made him good. I don't know. Then went to Detroit and really didn't know.
He wasn't bad. He just wasn't good.
Yeah, no.
So I think Patricia, the defensive specialist, if he can fix that defense to where it's not just an opportunity type team where just wants turnovers, but if it can actually be solid, that will open everything up for Steph. They can actually run the ball a little bit more and not just be passing 50 times a game. Everything will blossom in Detroit. Detroit could be a surprise team, but the NFC is so stacked this year. I don't see him in the playoffs this year.
I think with Marvin Jones, if you get him the 5th, 6th round, I think you get almost guaranteed low top 10 guy this year.
Yeah, I see top 15 there with ease, and then he has the upside. It all comes down to Golden Tate. Who's the tight end they got? I don't even know the tight end right there.
Luke Wilson.
They don't got touchdown guys. Luke Wilson ain't a touchdown guy.
I mean, Ken Gotti, some people still Ken Gotti believe him.
Yeah, you got it. That's the big boy. Everyone says, you're going to steal Jones. But that whole team, touchdown-wise, it comes down to how they use Blunt. Is Blunt going to be their guy in the goal line from the 20s to the 20s? If so, his touchdowns might go down or stay close to the same. Yards, I would expect to go down this year due to Galladay.
Yeah.
And the running game maybe being more existent. But if he can get 13, 14 TDs, that's a great pick there. Great pick. My next guy is Mark Ingram. He's being slept on because of suspension. But, man, he's going to ball out this year. When he because Sean Payton ain't using Kamara like a #1, true #1, just because last year perfected, man, perfected. Ooh, if you can get Mark, it all comes down to who you got on your running back spot. You got some solid backs, so snagging them, sit them on the bench for a little bit, use them mid-season, late season, like, have fun going against my 3-headed monster. And then people are like, oh my God, this guy's a genius. What is he doing? I listen to Future Fantasy Football. They told me this one. I give them full credit. I'll take credit for it. I'll be humble about it. When I ride the Super Bowl,
you're just riding everybody.
I'm riding everybody, baby.
Then when you're bounced out in the 1st round by me, what are you going to say?
So My players weren't carrying me enough. Dude. I'm not doing any moves this year. This is the first year where I make 0 moves after my draft. I'm not picking up anyone, anyone. My whole team is just going to be drafted perfectly, and these guys are carrying me.
Have fun being bottom feeder. Have fun being down there with Gay and
That's a producer, man. What are you doing?
Gay on Green Machine. Heck, have fun being down there with them, dude.
It sucked, dude. Drafted only 25% of your team by the end of the season. But I and my last guy, Mike Williams, I've already mentioned. I think he's just going to be a red zone specialist, which could lead to a lot of good things for him. So I really want him late. I think I want to be able to get him fees. I don't think anyone's really on him but you. And you won't steal him.
I mean, our producer loves some Mike Williams.
Oh, no, he hates him. Yeah, I forgot. Producer ain't stealing him.
He may be the biggest Mike Williams hater I see.
11 catches, 95 yards. Nothing. He was hurt the whole year. Doesn't matter. He started once. I'm not playing. Your last guy?
We had Dave Scott already once. I think it was like episode 4. Jordy Nelson.
Oh, great, dude. This is great. I love Jordy Nelson, man.
Option. And
Coop is the first. Dude, we have this argument every day. Cooper's number 1.
He's number 1. I'm still listed, but Jordy Nelson is the first option.
Oh,
Gruden loves Jordy Nelson.
Oh, dude.
If you ever watched those Monday nights,
Dude
ESPN,
Grinders,
he'd be like, Jordy Nelson.
Oh,
Jordy Nelson.
Gruden's done. Tired.
Jordy Nelson was Aaron Rodgers' safety blanket for many years and years. That's why he's on my team. He'd get a cause to nice little safety blanket. Derek Carr loves Jordy Nelson.
Oh, yeah. When Coop goes for 1,000 yards, what are you going to say?
He may go for 1,000 yards.
And 10 TDs, what are you going to say?
He's not going to get 10 TDs.
Coop
He's not going to get 10 TDs.
This is Coop's last year to do something.
No.
Or he's going to be seen as a bust.
And he will be seen as a bust because he's done.
Okay.
I mean, I see nothing from Coop, and I see a lot from Jordy Nelson.
Not for real.
And you can get Jordy Nelson low late. Even though his ADP's at 7, I don't know if he's really...
33 years old, dog.
I don't think he's going to be going in home leagues in the 7th round.
Yeah, probably 8th, 9th.
I see more like maybe 10th. I don't know.
He's gonna jump to 10th.
I think he's 8th. In home leagues, I feel like I see him like in the 10th round.
I'll be surprised he's not picking the 9th tomorrow. I'll be surprised. Just because the way our league's set, these people, I'd say 8 teams, they are bold drafters. They draft their guys, alright? They don't care about value, and then there's 4 of the people who just kind of just draft conservative, boom, boom, boom. So I'm not... Jordy in the 6th round, I've seen worse, dude. I've seen worse.
We've seen bad.
We've seen some Terrell Price 2nd rounds. I mean, people, if they want their guy, they want him. Which, I mean, I'm the same way, though.
Yes.
I mean, like, Derrick Henry, I'm picking, and Diggs, I'm picking 3rd round. That's a pretty safe pick. Like, that's how it is. If you want your guy, man, our league, they just take him. And they don't care what you say.
I guess there's guys you should be looking at targeting.
Now we can go to the people we don't want.
We want to be a 40.
Yeah, number 1 guy, like I said, I'm not a tight end guy. You guys should know that. Travis Kelce. So we've had this debate between gunslingers, the way they utilize the tight end. So then we look back, Brett Favre, never really had one. He's the number 1 gunslinger. But then we tried arguing Aaron Rodgers. But then I'm like, is he even a gunslinger? What is he?
He's a gunslinger. He's just a thing of beauty, though.
He's like Peyton Manning, but has like throws it way more. Like he makes it. He just does whatever. It's not all about accuracy for him. He just throws dots. I don't want. So then we're like, okay, what about his tight ends? He's never really done anything really. So I mean, like Jimmy Graham should be a little bit low, but then we think, well, Jimmy Graham's gonna be like that Jordy Nelson probably. So it's a little more of a wide up there. And then you look at the more gunslinger, like compared to like Brady, who's not a gunslinger, loved Gronk.
Yeah.
Breeze with Graham, loved Graham. So then now we go with Kelce and Mahomes.
He's been compared to Brett
Favre, a gunslinger. I'm not saying Kelce's a bad pick. I'm just saying where his ADP is. That's where it's too much for me. He's being the 2nd time taken off, which would make sense. But it's like, I want to say 3rd round.
If not, 3rd round, yeah.
Yeah, 3rd round. So you're picking him in the 3rd round over a Royce Freeman, and you play with tight end, and you gotta get a top 5, or it's a waste to pick. So I don't see him being. I mean, I just see this is gonna be a bad year for him due to just Mahomes being a gunslinger. But then next year he should be able to bounce back because he is a great player. Don't get me wrong. It's just I don't know what Mahomes is gonna be doing with him. I don't really see shuffle passes in the playbook anymore with Mahomes. Mahomes like Andy Reid, you suck. I'm throwing dots. I think Tyreek Hill is the best player to pick on that team this year. But I mean, he's always slept on sadly. Even I hate him, but if I snag him, I might snag him. I don't know. We'll see what happens. You want your guys?
I might get a little hate for this one. Drew Brees. This play you should be avoided. His ADP is being taken around from the 5 to 7th range. He finished around 12 or 13 last year. 12. He finished 12 last year.
Yeah.
He's only getting older, and he's still being taken as a top 5, top 10 guy.
No.
That's the thing. That's why I'm saying you should avoid him. I'm not saying don't draft him completely. But I'm saying you shouldn't be targeting him as your number 1 quarterback when he's not that animal. He's only getting older, and he already fallen out the top 10 last year. We already saw back in 2015 his load decreased. And he may look good that season, but that's because he started off really slow, but then he got hot with that Giants game and did good for the rest of the season. But
last year he had some scary games where he was putting up bad stats, and then he had a good 4th quarter. So you're relying on 1 quarter now.
When you're taking him over like Kirk Cousins, I'd rather take Cousins over Brees.
Yeah, you pretty much just take a name there.
If you're taking people are taking Brees over Stafford, I'd rather take Stafford over Brees.
Yeah, I'll probably do the same there.
That's what I'm saying.
Just because he has like a bad taste in my mouth from last year, not being able to put me over the hump.
Same here. That's the thing. That's where I'm like, no. I just don't like his ADP.
Yeah, that's what's been ADP.
That's where I think if he's sitting there in the 7th round, 6th round, don't take him. Just take a running back. Take a wide receiver.
100%.
That's what I'm saying.
I like. My next guy is Lamar Miller. I mean, I don't think anyone targets him in general. It's Lamar Miller.
Yeah, I think the Lamar Miller he's just kind of an ugly name that's gonna be taken because
he gets 1,000 yards, but I don't think it's happening this year. I think Deshaun Watson's gonna try to do everything this year, which
with recovering twice,
I think so. He's going 50 TDs.
50 TDs.
That's what he said.
Now you're just making moves.
You want me to pull up the film, man? He told me. I think he told the Good Morning Football lady. I'm going 50 TDs.
Oh, did he just like DM'd you?
He DM'd me too. He DM'd Future Face Football. I'm a popular guy, honestly. Nah, but Lamar Miller, that's totally. My issue out, who's going to take his spot? I don't know. Deontay Foreman,
he has a torn Achilles. He's coming from torn Achilles.
Is he back? People say he might be gone for another year. Foreman's a dog, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Foreman's woo man. If he's playing this year, I might pick him last round just because him and Marlon Mack were my 2 babies last year, and Mack I kind of just went off because Mack got hurt and Colts have so many running backs.
Yeah.
Texans, I think Foreman's gonna be the future of that team. Him and Deshaun and DeAndre gonna be a big 3-head. But I mean, we'll see what happens. Just Lamar Miller. I mean, someone's gotta take him. He's like the. Whoever takes
it's kind of like Demir's Thomas last year.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
someone's eventually gonna take him. When are they gonna take him? Who knows?
I mean, it's not. It's just like it's Lamar Miller. I mean, cool. Okay, Lamar Miller. I'm not scared of him. He can get 10 points, 8 points a week. Cool. That's what I was like. I'm not picking him. I don't care about Lamar at all. I want Hopkins or Watson on that team.
That's true. The next guy I'm gonna say is Randall Cobb. Big guy.
Oh, great. We're having this Roman Nelson ran again, aren't we?
I'm just saying he's a big guy to the 40. He's already having another buggy injury, which he's been having the last 2 years. Hasn't done anything in the last 2 years. He was a bust in 2015. The last 2 years he's been demoted to the number 3.
Yeah.
And now with Jaron Allison being solidified as a number 3 spot, don't touch Randall Cobb. I will not touch him. I mean, right now I think he's fallen a little bit. I want to see his ADP's around.
It's probably like 6th or
8th round. 37.5 receiver, that's what he's being taken around. I'm not touching him.
Yeah, no.
I say he's a guy completely for him. Don't touch him. Don't know why people were saying he was a sleeper this year. We said that in 2015 and he failed. Jaron Allison is be that number 2 wide receiver this year, guys. Don't touch Randall Cobb. Stay away from him. Randall Cobb's done. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, that's one thing. He's old, done. Like Troy Nelson, they're done. My last guy, Deion Lewis. I got Derrick Henry. Why would I take Deion, right? Money, guys. Everyone says he got paid, man. He's playing, dude. He's gonna be utilized.
Why would you get paid? You got paid, dude. Come on, you got paid.
This is what's gonna happen. Deion Lewis is gonna become just a passing down back, 3rd down back maybe, if it's not short range. And I mean, last year he's not a TD guy, so you're banking on yards. And now with no touchdowns, He can't do much with a couple carries per drive unless you think he's going to beat Derrick Henry out of that job, which I don't think is going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, plus again, he's being taken a little bit high to really compared to other players. One of those like home run players, but I had him last year. He took me far. But overall, I mean, Deion Lewis is just it's Derrick Henry's team. He's going to put it out there. Henry's going to bring that team to the playoffs or try to. And Deion Lewis is going to. People who pick Deion Lewis will be like, man, why didn't I just listen to the future? They know everything. And I'm like, yeah, I know. But nah, Deion Lewis, he done. He gone.
My last guy is Hayden Horse. This is kind of obvious. He just got injured today. You guys didn't hear. It's supposed to be out 3 to 4 weeks to say. The foot fracture. But he's been drafted in a lot of leagues. He's been like 18th, 17th as a backup tight end, but that could be people starting tight ends as well.
Yeah, I think it might just that's my starting tight end right there.
And he's listed as a Ravens 4th string tight end as well. He's been playing with the backups. And now with this foot fracture, which
he's like 26 as well.
25.
He's old. He was old.
And these foot fractures are bad injuries as well. They can always. Tight
end wise, feet, and actually not even wideouts. AJ Green always had that foot issue. Julio's had that foot issue. So.
I think Julio's toe.
Yeah, his was turf toe. Oh yeah, and it's like
So I mean, Hayden Horse now is guy. I would just guy for it. He's a blocking guy. He's drafted to block. That's his specialty. He did make a couple plays against in preseason though. He was doing nice for Lamar. Him and Lamar actually looking nice.
Yeah. I just don't think. I mean, Ravens. I know everyone loves taking their tight end because they love their tight end, but
I just don't think he was the tight end. I don't think he is a tight end.
Maybe Mark Andrews, but that's like a stash pick. You would have to hope he starts doing something in the second half of the season.
Yeah. So that's just a guy. Another guy to avoid.
Yeah. And I want to have a couple of honorable mentions. Yeah, not in-depth analysis. Defensively, you want the Chargers defense this year. Just gonna put it out there.
You do want the Chargers.
But I mean, that's if you're a 6th-round guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you're just gonna go Jags, then Chargers. But now I want to flip it around. You do not want the Vikings defense this year. I don't see them being fantasy friendly. I think it's gonna be really great, just not fantasy wise.
Mm-hmm. Kickers, you want Fat Randy. You guys know that Fat Randy Bullock.
Randy, kicker wise, I'm going with the Minnesota guy, Kai Forbath. Is it Forbath?
Yeah, I mean, I think kickers wise, I would say Caleb Sturgis.
Caleb Sturgis. That's your bold one. That's like my Will Lutz last year.
And another one I like is on Bobby Gordon.
Bobby Gordon, yes. You don't pick kicker for the name unless it's you don't.
On kickers, Minnesota dude. Kai Forbath right now is going Daniel Carlson as a 4th kicker ADP.
Daniel Carlson?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Minnesota dude. There's a battle in Minnesota right now.
Oh, really? Kai's not even starting after last year?
No, there's a battle.
Oh, no, but yeah, back to the point. Kickers, you don't pick the kicker, you pick the offense. I learned that the long, hard way. Dan Carpenter, 2012. Buffalo. Did nothing. No, but yeah, I mean, that's how I do my kicker strategy. I mean, kickers don't go. I'm just gonna go. It's probably between Lutz, Sturgis for the Chargers, but Sturgis once again is in the battle right now against Roberto Aguayo.
Who?
Roberto Aguayo, 2nd round.
Roberto Aguayo.
But I mean, just don't pick Miami's kicker. I don't even know who's the kicker right now on that team. Don't pick Tampa's kicker really. I think is it Nick Rose still?
Then there's like the Cleveland guy. I don't know this. Giant guy.
Cleveland guy, you could be
like
giant Cleveland guy.
There's like Shane Gonzalez.
Oh, Gonzalez, yeah. No, Gonzalez.
Oh, no, there's no name kickers. No,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I mean, you just, like, Bengal guy, maybe pick. Is that Fat Randy?
Yeah, that's Fat Randy, dude. Fat Randy. Take Fat Randy, that's my boy.
No, the Texan guy you might want. Jag guy.
Josh Lambo.
He was solid though last year.
He was solid in San Diego.
Yeah, and then
just like the Asian takes his job. He lost like 2 games.
And that's all I was going to say about the kickers. Well, guys, I mean, that's the end of, this is the last off-season episode. Kind of emotional. First draft's tomorrow, and I got 2 more within the next week.
It's gotta be crazy.
It's gotta be crazy 2 weeks getting these teams set up. I cannot wait to tell everyone about my squad and when it on.
Next episode is going to be great to draft recap.
Yeah, draft recap. That's going to be fun.
I'm hoping we can put on a guest for that from all leagues. So guys just talk smack about.
We'll probably bring someone who has a temper so they get mad when we cook on their picks. But I mean, it's going to be fun.
And after that, it's just going to be regular season podcast. We don't know how we do it yet. Still got to try to figure
that out.
Yeah, we
have to figure out our schedule and everything with that and how we want it.
Like, run it.
Yeah.
What's the format for it?
That's what they do. 2 a week, 1 a week. We don't know yet. there's all that debate there. But nah, well, Twitter is gonna be your main spot for daily information.
Yeah.
One of us are tweeting daily. It's been him more lately because I've been writing more articles for the company. But I mean, like, you'll get intel, and like, if you get a comment battle, I'm giving you my side, he's gonna give you his side. Like we won't like not respond. Like we'll tell you what we think's what's up, and that's how it's gonna go. But overall, I mean, I'm pumped for the season.
I'm pumped. It's almost you.
Almost there. So tomorrow, today's Friday, so it's 13 days away. Atlanta against Eagles.
Eagles will possibly have Carson Wentz and Alshon Jeffrey.
That's gonna be Eagles are gonna go 0-1.
So I just realized that.
That's a big. I cannot wait to watch that game. I can be fun to watch. Maybe that's more exciting. I might have a fantasy play to start. I don't know. We'll find out. But nah, bro, that's all it is, guys. Thank you for tuning in as always, and we hope you guys have a good one. See you next week.
See ya.